The Shakhty Trial was the first important Soviet show trial since the case of the Socialist-Revolutionary Party in 1922. The trial was conducted in 1928 in Moscow. History. In 1928, the local OGPU arrested a group of engineers in the North Caucasus town of Shakhty, accusing them of conspiring with former owners of coal mines to sabotage the Soviet economy. The architect of these arrests and interrogations was Efim Georgievich Evdokimov. Technically retired from the OGPU in 1931, he would later lead a secret police team within the NKVD itself. The Shakhty trials marked the beginning of a long series of accusations against class enemies within the Soviet Union, and was to become a hallmark of the Great Purge of the 1930s. On March 10, 1928, in response to the arrests, Pravda announced that the bourgeoisie were using sabotage as a method of class struggle. Joseph Stalin mentioned a month later that the Shakhty arrests proved that class struggle was intensifying as the Soviet Union moved closer to socialism. Nikolai Bukharin, Alexei Rykov, and Mikhail Tomsky all opposed Stalin's new policy on repression from within the Politburo, but Stalin insisted that international capital was trying to weaken our economic power by means of invisible economic intervention, not always obvious but fairly serious, organizing sabotage, planning all kinds of crises in one branch of industry or another, and thus facilitating the possibility of future military intervention. We have internal enemies. We have external enemies. We cannot forget this for a moment. The trial resulted in 5 of the 53 accused engineers being sentenced to death and another 44 sent to prison. Among accused in similar trials and executed was Nikolai Karlovich von Meck-Tchaikovsky's nephew by marriage, who was accused of wrecking the state railway system. The trial marked the beginning of wrecking as a crime within the Soviet Union, as found in Article 58. Workers not producing as much as the government felt they ought to were suspected of conspiring with foreign capital to sabotage the Soviet economy, and summarily tried and sent to prison. On this subject, G. M. Kryjazanovsky said, "Who is not with us is against us."